Alright, so we've unboxed the Yale Nest lock here. This is a collaboration between Yale and Nest. We're going to go ahead and install that now. The first step is going to be installing the deadbolt. Technically, the first step was removing the lock, which we've already done. So now we're going to go ahead and install the new components. And so when we install a smart lock, they'll have a side that shows up. I want to make sure that's up. But also, there's two different lengths for doors. So a lot of times you're going to need to extend this piece out. There's a button down here to click, and I was able to just pull that out. Slid in there. The pointy side there, the threads are larger, and then towards the top the threads get smaller. It is typical for this style. Then we're going to want to take the lock component here, insert it on the back side, and put it through. What's unique with this lock is that the pin is actually coming from the inside of the house, going outwards. So that's a little bit different than other styles of locks. Next, we're going to want to take our faceplate here, and we're going to slide the cable through the bottom. Clearly says cable hole, so we don't mess that up. Pins that are going to help us line it up so we don't mess up. This one, it does appear to have two different sizes for our screws. I'll just put those on the ground there. We're going to go with the shorter ones today. Now, if your door was thicker, I imagine you would want to use the thicker screws here for that. So, all right. So the next step, we're going to want to attach the cord here. Looks like there is a routing cable hook here. That should prevent it from getting in the way. Oh yeah, that is a beautiful lock. So, looks like to get the battery off, we're going to want to use this, poke this hole there. So, everything's all nice and lined up there. Yeah. Yep, door locks, door unlocks. So I'm signing in with my Google account here to the Nest app. Looks like it requires some permissions, which I'll just go ahead and approve blindly. Add product. Ah, yes, yes. So we're going to scan this here code. Bada bing, bada boom. Nest Connect. So we're required to plug in this little guy. That's going to give us connectivity between the lock and our Wi-Fi network. Alright, so we're getting the Nest Connect set up with our Wi-Fi. Alright, so now the hallway is attempting to connect to the lock here, and it has done so. So we want to connect. Press and hold this button here on the back of the lock. Alright, now we can pair it. Alright, so now we can set up our Nest passcodes, giving each family member a unique code, or create guest passcodes and schedules. Should be great for like housekeepers, dog walkers, Airbnb. It's nice that you can do all of this remotely. Looks like it gave us a default code that I'll never remember, so I'm going to change that. I think a much more secure code would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Codes with passcodes that are easily guessed, like 1, 2, 3, 4, cannot be used. Well, shoot. Let's do the reverse. Success. So if I wanted to add a guest, I could do this. Guest. And their passcode starts now. Let's see, we can change it so this person only has access Tuesday, Wednesday. And it expires, end of the month. I just hit skip anyways, but now the guest has their own code. And so that code is actually emailed to them. And so within the app here, I suppose we can put our cover plate back on. Very nice looking, very nice looking lock. We can both adjust lock the door like so, unlock the door. Then within the app, you see that it changed there, so we know that it locked and unlocked. If I click on it, I should be able to lock the door, hold to lock. Here we go, lock, and there it went. Now I'd like to unlock the door here. Oh no, it's saying cannot lock. It was slightly blocked. Looks like since there is some pressure on the door. It's dinner time. Yeah. Out of the frame, I'll just hold the door like so. Alright, so we want to unlock the door. So we're going to hold down. And there we go, the door has unlocked. Now we want to lock it again. Success. And so we can add different users. We can check on the history of the lock, when it's open, etc. And then also, we got it set up here with the code. So from the outside here, hold your hand over it, that'll auto lock it. But if I want to unlock it, get the code. There we go. Success. Should lock it again. We can do it from the app. Hold it down. There we go, it unlocks. So if the battery ever dies, there is a spot down here for a 9-volt for emergency backup. But all in all, very clean looking lock. There is no lock on this version, like standard key lock. They do make versions that do have the key for the front if that's something you want, for that backup. Otherwise, very clean looking. You can access it via the Bluetooth. You can use it remotely with anywhere in the world. If you have that plug plugged in there and connected to Wi-Fi, you can give access to people, create codes remotely, which is a really nice feature. And it is a very good looking lock. It was fairly easy to install. Yes, I would recommend this lock.